first time that I saw Rick, he was in an incubator, and he was doing push-ups. And I said, wow, my son, he's going to be an athlete. He's doing push-ups already. He was having spasm. And he ended up having severe brain damage. My wife and I, we cried and we talked about it. And we said, no, we're not going to put Rick away like the doctor suggested, put him in an institution. We used to go do a lot of camping, and we go to campgrounds and they have these big swimming pools there, and they'd take Rick and they'd throw him in the pool. We did everything as a family, and everything that we could do, we found a way to do it with Rick. So we went and met some engineers from Tufts University in Boston, and we talked to them, and they built what was called the TIC, the Tufts Interactive Communicator, and Rick's mother named it the Hope Machine. And so the engineers were coming to our house, and everybody's betting one of the first words Rick was ever going to say. The very first words he ever said was, "Go Bruins." Well, the Boston Bruins were going for the Stanley Cup, and he understood everything that was going on, and he loved sports. I am loved.
To me, finishing is so important. It is a representation of my life. Mom and Dad could have quit when I was born, but they didn't. They could have given up trying to help me learn to communicate or trying to get me into public school. They chose to continue, and because of that, I have had one heck of a ride. So many people raced now because of me and my dad.
Man. Oh. What else can you say? I thank God I hadn't had to deal with something like that. All of my kids were born healthy, and but if something like that were to happen, I would pray that I would be that kind of parent, that kind of dad. That's awesome. One of the books that I've read that actually inspired me, changed my life. I think I talked about it before, introduced to me by my friend Roland Lawson, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And he has a story in the book where he talks about his son being born with no ears, and everybody wanted to put him in a special school, and Napoleon was like, no, he's gonna grow up just like every normal kid. They didn't even put him in the kids who couldn't hear. They put him in the regular classes. And long story short, if you haven't read it, read the book, Think and Grow Rich. It'll change your life too. But long story short, they learned the different ways in which that he could hear. And as he got older, they found a device that actually could help the boy with no ears who grew up into a man, helped him to hear. And it's beautiful, beautiful story. Limitations, expectations, we rise or fall to the level of expectations. So many inspiring things out there. I'd much rather be inspired and feeling happy and giggling and laughing and crying and being upset about everything going on. I love inspiration. That's a good one. That's a good one.